Can you show us from the start? It's like woods here, or it just like plain?
These are templates. You maybe wouldn't believe me, but I have 2+1 flats where I live, and one of the room is place where I sleep, and in the second room, bigger room, I have my wood. Exactly, in my living room is full of wood. And I have there a lot of species. I have there mahogany fornax, black limba, flamed European maple, hard maple.
You're buying from eBay, from different places, some of them from Germany?
I used to, yes. Last time I started cooperating with some specialized sellers. Not like eBay websites, but even though I used to buy some wood on eBay, but it doesn't kind of pay off because the drop top for this guitar, for example, which lies on the table, it would cost like 150 to 100 euros, just this one. But look, in Hamburg I bought a wood, and this huge, it's here. This is 2 meter long table. This was 400 euros. But you have a lot of work with cutting everything, making everything clean.
You just take from your room woods, come to this room.
From my living room.
Have like blanks here, and what are you doing with this? Okay, you have a. What machine you use for the first?
Well, the first thing I would say is that everything is on my YouTube channel, where you can where you can see the whole procedure from first person. And I start so that I visit my living room exactly, and I pick wood which I want. And I start cutting the wood as I need for the dimensions, for the brightness, thickness and length. I take the blanks, I start with cutting them here or on the table saw, then I have to plane them because it's never plain, of course. I use this I use this planer, I plane in one side, then I can turn over the table, and here inside is a table which will thicken the piece I have. Yeah. Afterwards, I can glue them together.
Then, when you have the flat,
yes,
you are going to, I believe, фрезерный станок.
It's a little bit more complicated because planing here is always rough, and I want to have everything clean. This is why I have this machine, and it's a drum belt sander, where I can literally 0.1 millimeter I can adjust the thickness as I want.
Это шлифовальный, да, станок получается?
Exactly. Here inside there is a drum with a sanding paper, and I simply push this through and it will sand the surface. This is one of the things where Warwick helped me with. Because when I was in school, I didn't know about this machine. Yes, I knew the planer, I never worked with it. But when I began in Warwick, I realized that I can do the things way more precise and way more time efficient than with the handsaw. I do have them still. From time to time, they are also needed, but they are you need a very particular reason to use them.
Это я точно знаю, что это такое. Это фрезерный станок.
This is the same machine we do have in Warwick. I bought it's completely the same model because it's really good machine. It can be very dangerous if you don't know how to work with it properly.
88 год. Станку сколько мне лет? The same age machine like me.
Yes, it's
1988.
It's old one, but I wanted this. This one is used, and also another sanding machine which wasn't used as sanding. It's also a router, but in Warwick as well we use this for sanding.
Yeah.
And you can replace with this one, for example, and you can put inside one of these bits.
Mm-hmm.
And you can route, but it's big, it's quite heavy, it's better to use this one. I take my template, I glue this to the body, let's say, or neck, it doesn't matter. I put a router bit, which I need. This is 3mm, very small one, but I also do have way bigger router bits, like this.
Mm-hmm.
And I start routing the outline of the body, for example, the same way I do with the neck pocket, I do with pickup holes, with compartment cover.
Mm-hmm.
Everything has the same procedure.
And holes for the pickups also, I believe.
Yes.
Yeah, sure. Everything here. Yeah.
Everything is here. After the routings, I move onto my sanding table here, and with these tools. This was homemade, custom shop, but it does its job perfectly. It's a hand driller pneumatic, but here is just this, and it's for all those carvings on body or on neck, and during that I also use this sanding machine or this one. I have different type of tools I use, and
Это рабочий стол, это стул, а это межгалактический космический корабль. А здесь я держу разные проводки. Настоящий космический корабль? Я сам его построил. Сейчас я покажу, какие проводки я использовал.
Yeah, this is where I spent quite a lot of time during the carvings and cleaning and sanding everything up to 100, and afterwards we start the lacquering procedures. And this like driller or small bandsaw, And this one is also for sanding if I have a piece of wood I need to sand or frets. Mm-hmm. After fretting, I also, this is also small detail we can maybe point out. Even more and more producers do have this, but I have the invisible fret slots from the side. And it's important I do the program so that there's like 1.3 millimeter from the edge of the fretboard. I have seen some people telling that these invisible fret ends are not good because there is not fret tank, so the fret end doesn't hold in the whole wood. Mm-hmm. And it's true if there is a lot of fret tank left over. But like I said, there is like 1.3 millimeters before sanding. But after the sanding, if you remove the fret now, you would see that there is like 0.8 millimeter, for example, actually nothing. So the thread is perfectly holding inside and it makes no problem. Yeah.
It's fantastic looking. Без вот этих вот, получается, полосочек, которые вставлены, я даже не представляю просто, как это, да, просто фантастика. What's about the neck? You're using the same machines, and I believe you have some press here.
Yeah, I will remove the jacket because what's so fucking great about it? This is a gluing frame I'm using, and it's as simple as it is. You just take two pieces of body, let's say, or neck. It's complete same. Mm-hmm. You put them in. You take some clamps here and here because the press always do this, and you don't want to throw them towards you. You understand? So you clamp them to hold them in a position, and then with the pistons you press it. And then you just wait until it dries out, and then you can continue.
How can you understand that it's ready glued already?
well, I just wait. I just wait, and I know that for a standard tie bond kind of glue, I have to wait like at least 1 hour. But I always take my time.
Oh, it's fast.
Yes.
I thought it like 2 days or 3 days. No, it's fast.
Never, it never takes so long. I do it so that if I want to glue a neck or body, for example, doesn't matter what, it just needs the correct glue. I wait overnight. Usually, there is always but there is, for example, when I glue Fretboard on, and every time, if you, this is maybe not for the video, this is maybe for you, but if I take this standard glue for a Fretboard, after gluing, the glue goes out. And if you leave it for like 24 hours, it will be like glass and it's really hard to clean. And if you clean it afterwards, you can rip the wood out.
Yeah.
So in this case, it's good not to wait so long. So you can clean it when it's not completely dry, but it still holds. But for fretboards, I use PU glue, polyurethane, because I really want it to hold, and because I'm also using the LEDs, so in the fretboard on the back side there is the epoxy on some parts, like here. I want it to hold, and the usual glue maybe wouldn't hold it so well, and I don't want to take any chances. I don't want to risk it, and I really want to have the perfect straight and hard neck.
And I see you're making different join of neck, yeah? It's like regular, this bolt-on.
I'm using usually bolt-on necks because from my perspective, if the bolt-on is properly made, and as you can see, there is, just look, you know, there is no hole to search for. If you take whatever paper, it will not go in, and it's also visible on the videos.
Yeah, it's not like Stratocaster.
No,
because you have like few millimeters sometimes there.
You can't put anything there. It's also important to fit the neck inside so that it's not way too tight. Yeah. I work usually with a bolt-on because for me as a producer is the most problem if you have a guitar. Problem is with the neck usually. How happens that the body is something? It's just a blank of wood. You know what I mean? And the neck needs to be sometimes replaced, needs to be repaired. And if you have glued in, or neck through, and the neck is so damaged that you can't repair it anymore, you can throw the whole instrument away basically. So not necessary, because I can also imagine if I have glued in, I can route the neck outside, but it will be very problematic thing. And if you fit the neck inside as it should be, so if you take it without the screws, it will hold, but it will not, make here some tensions. It's for me the best way. For tone, I was also asking some guitar players, and they also say that if this is properly made, there's no problem with it at all. Nevertheless, if the customer says I want glued in, okay, I will make it. If you want neck through, visible or hidden neck through is that the bottom, the top is hidden, and if it's like visible neck through, then it means that you can see here the neck, whole neck, and here is just the wings of the body. And I can do everything. Like I said, I am capable of doing many things, and this is one of them. Lacquering.
You are making it lacquering and finish.
Yes.
A guitar here somewhere,
yes.
Or you have another room?
I have another room.
Okay, you can show us? Or it's like secret?
Doing it here, it will be way too punk, I think, in the dusty room. So I have to plug this in. This is a brand new thing I did. This is a spray booth I did like 1 week ago. I did this according to Warwick technologies we use, like the filter things of air filters. Yes, so this is the room I have just for lacquering. Here I can hang the bodies here on, or I usually lacquer in a hand. I built the room so, because I was lacquering in Warwick as well, I built it as I wanted it to be, and I used the things which worked in Warwick, but I changed things which didn't work there. For example, I changed the position of the light. If I want to lacquer something, I want to see perfectly on the piece, so I can lacquer perfectly. And here behind are two fans, which then, you know, take the air out. And if I turn them on, this is the first one. I keep the door open, of course. I have here this flow, so the fresh air goes here through. I'm standing here, lacquering what I need, and the lacquer remains on this, and the fan blows the wind away.
Yeah, I got it. And you make this yourself?
Yes.
Cool. Okay, let's go.
Even though I built the spray booth by myself, it has a 10 out of 10 result. It's completely clean, and if you look at it, there's nothing to look for, to find whatsoever. No. So just to make sure if a customer orders something, there will be nothing like hairs inside or some bubbles, oil inside, nothing. It's completely, like I said, 10 out of 10 finish. Instruments.
Yeah, show us. This is the second one. You said it's like serial number. Second, what the first one?
But this was the last instrument I built. The instrument with serial number 001 is this guitar, and this was officially the first guitar I completely built in this workshop. These 5 things were completely in Warwick built, and the 5th one was built partially there and partially here. But this one was the first one completely built here. And it has oil finish because the spray booth wasn't ready yet. And
X6 string. That one is 7 string.
25.5, 43 on the nut, and 10.5 on the bridge. It is standard.
It's like 81, 85.
Both, yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Both 81. James and Phil set.
Okay.
Exactly.
What is this?
Just press it and you will see. Here.
Oh, okay. It's sliding. Not too much like there, but it's enough for playing in the dark, I believe.
Exactly. This is pickup freeway switch, 2 volume, 2 tone.
No. Okay. It's like only humbuckers.
Yeah.
Please. What is this? The top?
This is the same rosewood I used on that one, on the fretboard. It's that kingwood.
Okay. And what the body? Oh, the same. I see now. It's flame ash. It's like, I don't know.
The walnut. This is
walnut.
Walnut.
And it's much heavier than that one.
Yeah.
Because of woods. Yeah.
Because of the top wood, especially.
If this one will be also for selling, someone can buy it?
Yes.
Yes, you can buy it. It's 2 instruments that absolutely made here.
Yeah.
That's some of them you made in Warwick when you worked there for yourself.
I will start with the first one.
Yeah, sure.
And this guitar was made according to Warwick famous style, kind of.
Be careful with.
And as you can see, it doesn't have a logo yet. Because it was first project, first thing which I tried. As you can see, here, for example, is also wooden cover, but with the screws.
But with screws, yeah.
And if you want to change the battery, you need the
I like the
screwdriver.
color. Мне нравится.
Yeah, color is beautiful. It's modern. More modern.
Fretboard was made with a saw, so not a laser machine or something like that. But yeah, it was the first try. It turned out quite good. It's quite nice. This is the second, and it was most experimental one. Here I started with the laser things. I bought a laser machine. I did a logo there. I did the fretboard in laser, and I also used the Samsung batteries. This is also important to say. But I told this already. Because Warwick use 9-volt battery, and if you want to power the most simple fretboard, it lasts 5 hours. But in my case, it lasts 4 times longer.
And it's with light also. I remember this guitar. Look at this. Just show. Bang. It's just a guitar for Japanese people. I know they like that.
Yeah,
To be completely honest, this isn't my style of thing, but I wanted to do something crazy and to try different things. Body, headstock.
This is very special.
Side dots also in different colors. And the good thing about this, in case that in body there are so many LEDs, if one of them goes off, you will not see this. But even though if something like this happens, this is openable, and you can open the back side and you can replace what you need.
Вы представляете, на сцене вы стоите, да? Вот так вот, ничего никто
не понимает.
Не понимает, что будет, какое будет дальше шоу, а потом так, опа, и все так, вау. Что это вообще?
It also has only one pickup because, like this is an experiment, and it's like for one stage song, nothing more. No. And on this one, I started inventing something. I still didn't have in plan to have my mark or something, but it was with this one way more serious. This is the first one I believe I did. And yeah, it's a single cut, 34 inches scale with 2 Bartolini pickups.
Басы охуеть просто, как выглядят, ну, очень красиво.
It's an oil finish, Cocobolo top, headstock Cocobolo. As you can see on this build, the truss rod cover is still a wood on, but not in. Like on the newer ones, but the logo was with the laser already, and yeah, here is some recharging for the batteries, and yes, of course it also has some light going on.
And you made it when working on Warwick.
This was still completely on Warwick. And yeah, and with this instrument, when I finished this one, I was like, well, it's a nice bass, I like it, and I think some people would like it too. So I started thinking about that I will separate myself and that I will do my own guitars. Yeah.
It's another bass.
This is another bass I built afterwards. It's just bass style, just with my headstock, and it's really moving in a natur satin finish, and I think there's nothing to say about this. Just the wood plays its role and the way how
It's beautiful, natural.
Yeah. I'm just sad that I didn't satin. Yes.
Yeah.
That I didn't put golden pickups on in a golden finish.
But you can do it later. Yeah.
Yes, I can.
Actually,
It will be really fancy if you will put the gold, but I believe it will be better.
and I think you can put gold strings as well.
Yeah.
This.
Fully gold.
By the way, this is Schaller 24 karat gold.
Oh, wow.
It's really gold coated. I decided to. It's lying over here still. I bought the hardware in Schaller in Chrome, but when I was producing the instrument and I have seen how it looks like, yeah.
And it comes with strap plugs.
Yes, exactly. And when I have seen how it looks like, the wood, I decided to buy completely the same hardware, just in 24 karat gold. So it was
Beautiful, boss.
Yeah, I really like this. Here is not much lights, but there are still some red side dots, so you can play in night on stage. And this is the first one where I used the new epoxy, and I was really surprised and happy how it worked, because the LEDs are really same. It shines as it should. If there's dark night, you can see it good. If there's bright day, you can still see it good. It was, well, I was lucky, but the way the approach I started doing the instruments after Warwick was good. Yeah. And
Don't
on
forget
this
to
one,
switch off the light.
yes. And
Any bases from this you showed us is possible to buy, or will
Yes.
you? It's also possible.
Yes.
Okay. Or guys just can order the same.
Yes.
The same with some
you want
specs.
Exactly, you can change every single spec. On this one, I used, for example, for the first time this, but it's small, it's really small detail, and yeah.
Cool. And this is the last one you have. I remember that bass. It's blue one. Это, ребята, тот бас, про который я вам рассказывал, кстати, вы сейчас посмотрите, блин, он мне просто капец как понравился. Если бы я был басистом, я бы его купил, мне даже все равно, как он там звучит, просто он красивый, капец. Но это по моему вкусу. Мне просто нравятся синие гитары, вы знаете, короче.
I have to admit, this body shape was inspired in the Warwick, because I made thousands of Corvette thumb basses and streamers. So I decided to kind of change some shapings, to change some dimensions, and I combined thumb bass and Corvette somehow, and I built this shape. And it's broad neck, but again, if you want a 4-string, 5-string, or 10-string, it doesn't matter. It can be straight through guitar. It can be hardtail. It can be neck through, hidden neck through. It doesn't matter to me. I can do everything.
Floyd Rose and EMG pickups. It's just joke.
These are notched hand pickups, big split. And yeah, for example, I can do some critics on me. Maybe almost nobody will notice, but at least for me, the strings should go straight. And here, because it was broad neck, I moved one side a little bit more than another one. So you can see that these strings go there,
Yeah.
and these two. So after making this one, I remade the template, and I moved this a little bit to the right. So now, if you want to order this one, it will also this small detail, and I showed this to many people, and until now nobody have noticed anything. But I still say that this is thing I want to improve, and it's already improved because the new template is lying here already.
Yes, anyway, it's your ideas. It's cool because you just have another ideas, another, and you have your one idea.
Yeah.
It's like music or it's making of guitars, everything. So.
And on this one, I also improved the LED things again. You can tell if you have these front dots, you have every time those points, those dots, and it doesn't look so good. And I again build it differently, and now they are shining. They are not way too bright, way too dark. They are same from the front side on
the top on the guitar is beautiful. I like it.
5/8 quilted maple.
Yeah, it's like private stock guitar.
Yeah. Maybe someone may wonder why for such an instrument I used this cheaper version of Warwick, because they have Pro Series and Master builds, but the Master build is way more heavier, like way more, and I didn't want to make this way too heavy because it's a big broad neck, and there is another improvement I did on the instruments before you haven't seen, but on this one, this was the first one, and when I started doing the compartment cover, the other ones have this as well already, but the single cut was the first one with that kind of opening. But on this one I started separating battery, because on those ones the battery was here inside and you couldn't exchange it.
Yeah.
But on this one I built a template for, if you can help me. Yeah, thank you. Here you can, this is the first one where you can open it and go inside. And this is all system, which I also changed on these new ones with more fancier connection. But these work as well. There's no problem with it whatsoever. And yeah.
Thank you for so nice tour here. You show us everything, even your own secrets. So I believe that you became famous brand, and personally I will try to help you with that. I don't know, maybe our guys, our customers, our subscribers will buy from you. Maybe directly, maybe from us, they can message to us. В общем, ребята, вы можете заказать инструмент, написав мне лично, я свяжусь с человеком, он все сделает вам, вот как объяснил, все полностью под заказ можно сделать наподобие. И в принципе цена будет не $12 тысяч, а намного меньше. Вы получите инструмент даже лучше, чем делают некоторые бренды. Здесь очень много деталей, это очень важно. Я надеюсь, вам понравилось видео, это вот вы поставите лайк, подпишитесь на канал, поставите, еще зайдете, we will add your channel, maybe guys will, подпишитесь на канал мастера. Вот, у него также есть Инстаграм, и у нас тоже есть Инстаграм и Фейсбук. Вот, так что спасибо вам. Оставайтесь с нами. Все, до новых встреч. Пока.
Bye.
Спасибо.